Welcome back to video lecture part 3 from the lesson from the diary of Annie Frank. Let's proceed further with the character sketch. First, character sketch of Annie Frank. Annie Frank was born on 12 June 1929 in Frankfurt, Germany. She was 4 years old when her father went to Holland to find a better place for his family to live. She was very intelligent and always wanted to become a writer. She loved Peter even when she had to face opposition from her family in this regard. She was a very good reader as well. She continued reading books, translated chapters, wrote down the vocabulary, and worked hard on her skills. Like any child, she loved her parents but later grew a dislike towards her mother as she compared her to Margaret. Annie was always jealous of Margaret. She believed that time would come when the problems would be over. She felt alone although there were 30 people around her, but she hardly could call anyone a true friend. Annie died of typhus in the concentration camp at Bergen-Belsen in late February or early March of 1945. Next, let's deal with the character sketch of Mr. Keesing. Mr. Keesing seems to be a strict teacher, but he actually believes in taking actions with good intention and for the development of children. He tries to control Annie's bad habit of talking too much. But as soon as he is convinced that her habit does not affect her studies, he overlooks Annie's shortcoming. For that, he asks her to write an essay on the topic a chatterbox as her homework. She convinces him and humiliates him in a funny manner. She was not given extra work after that. Now, this was the character sketch of Annie Frank and Mr. Keesing. Now, we will proceed further with some of the important questions that are given in your lesson, children, as oral comprehension check. Let's discuss those questions which are important ones. Number 1. What makes writing in a diary a strange experience for Annie Frank? Writing in a diary was a strange experience for Annie Frank as she never had a diary and it was a gift on her 13th birthday. She considered it her best friend on which she relied the most and with whom she shared all her ups and downs. Question number 2. Why does Annie want to keep a diary? Annie always feels lonely and distressed, so to get off all the burden and pain, she wants to keep a diary in which she finds a true friend as she has hardly any friends whom she could confide in. Next, why did Annie think she could confide more in her diary than in people? Annie felt that paper had more patience than people to listen to her plight. So, it was easier for her to write all kinds of thoughts which she had in her mind. Her personal diary was not meant for anyone else to read. Now, the next question. Why does Annie provide a brief sketch of her life? By providing the brief sketch of her life, Annie wants to give an overview of her family, relatives, and her age. This helps the reader to develop a connection with the author. What tells you that Annie loved her grandmother? Annie lived with her grandmother for some time while her parents settled down in Holland. She was very close to her grandmother. She writes in her diary, "No one knows how often I think of her and still love her." On her 13th birthday, by lighting up one candle for grandmother, she shows her love for her. Now, the next question. Why was Mr. Keesing annoyed with Annie? What did he ask her to do? Mr. Keesing was annoyed with Annie because she was very talkative. He punished her by giving her extra homework to write essays to keep her silent and the topics always related to her nature. How did Annie justify her being a chatterbox in her essay? Annie justified her being a chatterbox in her essay by explaining that it was due to her mother, who was always very talkative and also very talkative, and nobody could do anything about their inherited traits. Next question. Do you think Mr. Keesing was a strict teacher? My dear students, no. Mr. Keesing was not a bad or strict teacher, because a teacher does something for the welfare of his students. Any teacher would be annoyed if children keep on talking in the class. Secondly, if he had been strict, he would not have laughed at Annie's funny arguments. Now the last question of this video lecture, children. What made Mr. Keesing allow Annie to talk in class? Annie's last essay in the form of a poem showed Mr. Keesing the lighter side of a naughty child. It helped bridge the generation gap between the teacher and the student. I repeat, Annie's last essay in the form of a poem showed Mr. Keesing the lighter side of a naughty child. It helped bridge the generation gap between the teacher and the student. So these were some of the important oral comprehension check questions, children, which I have discussed with you all orally. You can hear it and copy it down in your notebook. And these thinking about text questions I have given you as home assignment. Now, one more exercise given in this book for you all. Children, match the compound words under A column with their meanings under B. Here I have presented before you the answers. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking means producing great sadness. Homesick means missing home and family very much. Blockhead, it means an informal word which means a very stupid person. Law abiding, it means obeying and respecting the law. Overdo, it means do something to an excessive degree. Daydream, it means think about pleasant things forgetting about the present. Breakdown, it means an occasion when vehicles, machines stop working. An output, it means something produced by a person, machine or organization. So my dear students, here I complete this lesson. Hope you understood the content. Any doubt, anywhere, you can ask me. I have given you the thorough explanation of each and every content from this lesson. It will help you more than enough for your board exams. Thank you, children. God bless you.